Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the Streets Photog podcast. I'm your host, David J. Delbrand. And today, we're going to talk about the Vancity Street Photography Collective. The Vancity Street Photography Collective is a group of motivated street photographers who welcomed me into their group as the first international member in 2021. The group formed in 2018 on Instagram and hosted their first in-person meetup the following year. The collective hosts monthly outings for street photography opportunities, holds gallery shows, and supports the local troupe of Shutterbugs from British Columbia, Canada. This cadre of image makers represent all styles of impromptu public documentation, capturing history today as their motivation. And I quote, "The Vancity Street Photography Collective was created because we have a firm belief and desire to document our city. We strongly feel that it is our responsibility to leave for future generations a visual record of a city that is constantly in flux, as well as to celebrate the lesser-known corners of the city, which may be otherwise overlooked and forgotten." For the month of February 2022, I'm their featured street photographer. With the honor comes an interview that asks 5 big questions. So here's some insight into my photography origin story, advice for beginner street photographers, and some of my favorite spots to freeze light in the old Pueblo. Many thanks for the recognition, my friends. I'm humbled. And you can find an amazing gallery of talented creatives on Instagram by following @van_SPC. Question 1. Vancity. What one piece of advice would you give street photographers just starting out? Delbrand. Be patient. Wait for the right moment. A good street photo can take hours to manifest. More importantly, don't allow anyone to define or limit you. Question 2. Vancity. What are your top 2 places in Tucson to shoot and why? Delbrand. First, downtown Tucson and its neighboring blocks are overlooked by folks who make a living as a photog here, or by visiting professionals. There's a vibrant world downtown, which is often overlooked by folks who think the only pretty and or impactful scene needs to include a saguaro cactus. A close second, Tucson's South Side very much reminds me of Washington Heights, Manhattan, a neighborhood that holds a very dear place in my heart. I know there are complex, beautiful stories to tell about the South Side, which is one of my many goals being a Tucson street photographer. Question 3. Vancity. Which 3 street photographers have influenced your work most? Delbrand. Number 1, Diane Arbus. A close second, Henry Prestis. And last but not least, R.B. Umali, a skateboarding filmmaker and photographer. Question 4, Vancity. Describe your work using up to 4 keywords. Delbrand. Emotion, magic, beauty. Question 5, Vancity. Tell us about up to 5 books, music, or other art forms that have an effect on your work. Delbrand. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, a novel by Hunter S. Thompson, solidified the importance of the storytelling aspect of creativity, and there's always a soundtrack accompanying my work. My love of music started with jazz, grew to hip-hop, and morphed to drum and bass. Miles Davis, to Gang Starr, to Ed Rush and Optical. Skateboarding still influences my life more than any other industry, and it has some of the most innovative and fun photographers working today. Lastly, if I need a movie to prepare me for a shoot, most film noir flicks will get me racing to my camera. Until next time, I'll see you in the streets.